Rick Porcello will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that has 99 career losses. The one thing I'm certain that he doesn't want to do is pick up career loss number 100 in this one here today. So it's going to be awfully important, one, that his team scores him some runs, and two, he shuts down the opponent early.
Eduardo Nunez is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right. Stepping into the box, George Springer. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Number 4, George Springer.
First offering on its way. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
The 2-2. Scorched to third. And that's the first out. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. This guy hit over 340 last year. An incredible season. I watched him one day take a ball to left field, then he took one to right field, then he took one back up the middle. He puts together so many hits and has such a great swing that there's no wonder he hits over 340.
Stepping up to the plate, Jose Altuve, the reigning batting champion in the American League. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a good curveball at the knees. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Still no balls and two strikes. One out, nobody on. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Count still at 1-2. He'll try again. 1-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
3-2 now. Another full count pitch on its way. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
At the plate, Alex Bregman. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground to third. Devers gloves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. Dallas Keuchel, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Dallas Keuchel is a complete pitcher. He's kind of a throwback to a Jimmy Key kind of pitcher, a Tom Glavine type, not overpowering, 89 to 91 miles an hour with sink. Has the curveball, has the slider, and the straight changeup. What makes Dallas Keuchel so good, he'll throw all 4 of his pitches at any point in the count.
Into the box now, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Keuchel's ready. Here it is on 1-0. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. And that one just missed outside. Swinging a soft liner, and one gone. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. What's the key for them tonight, Hero?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Digging in now, Eduardo Nunez. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball just a bit up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and 0 to Eduardo Nunez. Two and 1.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Andrew Benintendi waits on deck. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
And the runner back safely. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Nunez stands at first with 1 out. Oh, and 2 the count to Benintendi.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. The 1-2 to first. White brings it in. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. On to the 2nd inning now from Fenway Park with no score. Striding in, Tyler White. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
First baseman, Tyler White.
First pitch of the at-bat. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Bouncer to the left side. Devers fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the 2nd.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up LD today. And let me tell you about Mitch Moreland. We get it. Big, nasty, left-handed swinging first baseman. But if you were to rate the top defenders at that position, you wouldn't necessarily think of Mitch's name at the top. But I'm telling you what, he's exactly that. His buddies love the way he picks them out of the dirt.
Striding into the box, Yuli Gurriel. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-1 home. Misses for the 2nd ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Moreland trying to get there, and no one will get this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Nunez has a read on it. 2 gone.
Batting set.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. In his career against Porcello, he has 7 hits in 25 tries. He's taken him deep once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0. Just missing here, 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Two balls and a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Now the 2-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mitch Moreland, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Moreland.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now. The 1-1 home. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Keuchel sets his sights, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Time for a look at the Astros on D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. First pitch on its way. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. The 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2. Fouled away. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some 2-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. Behind on that one, now behind in the count. 0-1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, when you're behind 0-2 as a hitter, you're in swing mode. Nothing changes that like seeing something hard bearing in on you, though.
The 1-2. There's a slider taken for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bregman over to his left, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. A high fastball is in there. And a changeup right down the middle.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in an 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Here it comes. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. High pop-up. Moreland is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting 8. Designated
Digging in, Evan Gaddis. First offering on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Gaddis, or El Oso Blanco, as he's referred to in Latin American countries. He was selected in the 23rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Evan Gaddis is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning. Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. His guys still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The 1-0. 1-1 the count. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Line towards center field. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston.
Center fielder, number 4.
Here's George Springer. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
The 0-1 on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Stays alive, still 0-2.
swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
One left for Houston. Home half of the third coming up. No score. At the plate, Brock Holt as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Brock Holt.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Holt, sometimes referred to as the Brock Star. He was a 9th round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
1 ball, 1 strike the count. Keuchel into his motion. Here's the 1-1. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
In now, Christian Vasquez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Head-to-head pass with Dallas Keuchel, an impressive 4 for 7. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Catches the inside corner for a strike.
I always felt, though, too, you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
The 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
He loses him on ball 4.
Batting 9th, designated hitter, Mookie.
Next will be the designated hitter, Mookie Betts. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field.
Waiting on it is Kemp.
And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Jackie Bradley Jr. hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Vasquez, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a fastball just a bit high. The 2-0. 3-0 now. Eduardo Nunez would be next. And a good at bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eduardo Nunez. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. He's set. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Hit on the ground out to short. Backhanded. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Altuve. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Popped him up. Holt stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
The batter, number 2. Shortstop.
So striding forward now, Alex Bregman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low apparently. To short. Holt right there. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Tyler White will bat next as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Oh and 1, here it comes. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Bregman leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Gurriel behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bradley is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Astros leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Striding in once again, Andrew Benintendi comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Andrew Benintendi.
Keuchel sets his sights. Here comes the first pitch. And we'll start the inning off with an easy fly ball to straightaway left. Kemp has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
The first baseman, number 18, Mitch.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mitch Moreland. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here it comes. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. A great pitch there, as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Kinsler ahead and a 2-0 count.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
2 balls and a strike. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Reddick will reach out with 1 hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1, 2, 3 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Matt Vasgersian back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as the left-handed hitting catcher Brian McCann settles in to start out the inning at the plate. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. There's Porcello back at it now as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. Now here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. Here's another 0-2. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Anytime you're battling and the score is even, you've got to get on base to manufacture some offense. He'll take that every day of the week.
Ready now, Josh Reddick. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball. Popped him up. Kinsler is calling for it. 1 out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Standing in, Evan Gattis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Runners on the move for second. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder.
Striding in for Houston, Tony Kemp, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Has a look, now the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. McCann stands at second with 2 gone. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Nunez on the move, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. 1 left for Houston. Halfway home, still no score. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel.
Third,
Keuchel gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Ball and a strike.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. And a good idea to hold off there as it goes to 2-2 now on the Boston third baseman.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
3-2 the count for Rafael Devers.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Under it is Altuve, and he's got it for the first out.
now batting, the shortstop, Brock Holt.
Stepping into the box, Brock Holt. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Bounce to first. White scoops it up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, catcher, Christian.
Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little tapper, but it's foul, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Here's Mookie Betts. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. The 1-0. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. In the dirt here. Throw goes to third, and he nails him at third. Great throw. Nothing doing for Boston. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, George Springer. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
George.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Now the 2-0 home. High and away, not close. 3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And a good pitch there as they come after him, and the count goes full.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. First offering on its way. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
From the stretch. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
Now a bunt attempt here. Throw is going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. From the belt, the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Springer leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Popped him up. Devers is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Tyler White will bat next. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pops this one up. Kinsler has a play. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Astros leave 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now the Red Sox DH, Mookie Betts. He'll lead it off for the Red Sox here in their half of the 6th.
Mookie Betts.
Keuchel into his motion. First pitch on its way. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Two and one now to Mookie.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
Called strike 2. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jackie Bradley Jr. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Back in standing. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1. Three balls and a strike now to Bradley.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. A fastball right over the outside corner. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Now a snap move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Standing in now, Eduardo Nunez. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-0 pitch. Betts is on the move. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, look at the sliding stop in time. Now at the plate, Andrew Benintendi. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the belt, kicks and deals. Nope. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Betts at second with 2 down. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. The 1-1 home. Hit to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Red Sox leave 1. Still no score. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Ned. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First pitch on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Grounder down the line at third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Next up for the Astros, Brian McCann. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Smoked on the ground left side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, that pitch was nasty right there. He couldn't have done any more with that. For him to get a knock on this pitch right here, pretty special.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Down the first baseline. He'll go to the bag for one. Throw back to second, and they've got him doubled off, and the inning is over. We'll see the left-handed bat of Mitch Moreland lead things off when we return. They'll get up and stretch here at Fenway, and we still have no score. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Mitch Moreland. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Down the third baseline. And that's going to be a base hit. So the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the 7th. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Keuchel pauses. Here's the 0-1. A shot down the first baseline. And this is going to get past him at first. That's a fair ball. He pulls into second safely as a run is also in, and with it, they take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
And that one just missed outside. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Nope. 1-0 count. Here it is. Nope. And the changeup is way low that time. Nope.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Kinsler stands at second with no outs. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. 3-0 fastball's in for a strike. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty V, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. Dero, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the 7th inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Joe Smith comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Joe Smith.
Here's Brock Holt now. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First offering on its way.
Strike one to start the at-bat.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Towards second. That's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head for him out.
Digging in and looking for more, Christian Vasquez. And he's got an opportunity to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can cash in here. Here's the first pitch to him. And a strike called at the letters. Look high to me, but it's 0-1. Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it?
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
Step on the bag for one. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Into the box now, Mookie Betts, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, he's 1 for 3. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Runner back safely. Here's the 0-1. Good looking sinker on the inside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Count remains at 0-2. 3 runs already home here. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Hit down the line at first. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Betts is on the move. And another foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
2 strikes.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. A runner on first with 2 away. Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
Digging in to try it again, Eduardo Nunez. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. From the stretch. 0-1 the count. Betts on second. Bradley at first. 2 out in the inning. He's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. And it's gone into the monster seats. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as they pile on. It's now 6-0.
Well, based on the past performances of both teams, we thought it might end like this. This was a mismatch on paper before the game, and now it's a mismatch on the field during the game.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the plate. 3 of them on this 3-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th, and this is now a 6-0 ball game. Evan Gattis now standing in. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Cold strike at the letters. 0-1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
0-2 the count to Evan Gattis. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Ready once again, Tony Kemp. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way.
Nope.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Popped him up. Kinsler shading to his right. 2 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First pitch on its way. Ground ball left side. Played on the backhand. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-0. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, just a 3 for 13 batting line.
Moreland.
First pitch coming, here it is. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
The 2-0 on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The 2-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. In the on-deck circle, Ian Kinsler. He'll hit next. Now the 3-2 pitch is in there. A called strike 3.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. And there's a base hit on the line.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Kinsler leads off first with 1 away. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runners on first with one down. Another full count pitch home. Popped him up. White moving to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Striding in for Boston, Brock Holt. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's set, and the pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Lifted the other way out to left center. Kemp is in pursuit, but he won't get there. It falls in. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Christian Vasquez.
So striding in, Christian Vasquez. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
The 2-0. Swing, and he pops him up. Altuve ranging into shallow right. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Boston strands a couple, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0 home. Grounded to short. And that is into left field. So the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the 9th.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Now to the plate, Alex Bregman. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. Bradley is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman,
So digging in now, Tyler White. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. Swing and a ground ball to third. And now from the air, a jump throw. Long throw. Got him. That is a terrific play.
now batting, Third baseman.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's a 6-1 game.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
0-1's the count.
Takes a knee-high fastball. Gurriel is off at first with 2 away. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing it that way.
Last strike now for Houston. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Rocket to third, and he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, he was gunning for a complete game shutout, but it just wasn't in the cards here. But anytime you can go 9 innings and give up only 1 single run, you've done pretty good for yourself and your team.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. Boston jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Rick Porcello gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.